Alrighty, boys and girls, in today's video, I'm going to share with you the best meme coins right now as we're headed into a bull market. Bitcoin is still going to go up as soon as we claim the 62,700 or 62,800, and we are going to have the biggest up season, up only season, where the actual gains are made and where the winners are going to win and the losers are going to lose. So with no further ado, let's get into today's video, and as usual, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and remember, nothing is financial advice. This show is for entertainment, some education, and hopefully finding God. Today we're going to rate some of these meme coins and also their derivatives and how far they can go, 10x's, 20x's, 40x's, 50x's, and all that. Especially that today, if you head towards coin market cap, you see that there is a whole bunch of meme coins every day, right? It makes it hard to choose a coin, right? It's actually very tough right now, even though the process is simple. And also, if you go towards the tech screener, we've got 20,000, hundreds of thousands of coins launching every day, especially now with Pump Belt Fund and another addition, Moonshot on Deck Screener, which is another Pump Belt Fund, which makes it impossible. And the second thing is even worse, right? Is that we see now a lot of people going for this 1 to 1,000 Solana challenges, which, by the way, these people will never make it. This is impossible. Just forget about it. If you're trying to find every day a new gem, is close to impossible. That's why it's very important to stick to your guns, have belief, understand why you're buying a coin and hold it. Holders will always outperform traders. People that do this 1 to 1,000 challenges or 10,000 Solana challenges or whatnot, they're never gonna make it. It never happens. Holders and believing into something is the most important. Like I did, right? With Pepe, I've been holding Pepe through ups and downs and craziness, up so far 20x. I've been buying down low here when people were disbelieving and people did not believe this is gonna make it. I've been buying this, right? And you can verify this on my channel. I've been buying BONK at 100 million Floki. I'm up 200x. I actually got in this one way in 2022, right before YouTube. And Toshi at 20x, I got into at 8 million, and the list goes on, right? And this outperformed everything else that I've been doing, including day trading Bitcoin, which basically that's how I make my money, including that. This is by far the biggest money maker so far, and a lot of people are gonna be wrecked this cycle doing this 1 to 1,000 soul challenges and trying to find new meme coins every day. It's just not the way to go. Find something you believe in and accumulate that and wait for it. And I'm gonna share with you some right now. So recently we've seen Pepe is by far the strongest meme coin this cycle, right? So how do you know that? Now we keep proving it over and over and over, right? But it's simple, right? When Bitcoin bounces, we look for coins that bounce the hardest with it, right? And we've seen this over and over with Pepe. Now by far everyone now just starts to understand that Pepe is inevitable. It's happening. Pepe versus gonna happen and all that stuff, right? If you don't believe that by now and you're still trying to gamble on Solana, well, good luck for that, sir or ma'am. But we see now Pepe bounced 30% while Bitcoin bounced like 5%, right? And even retraced now back here. You see this red daily candle on Bitcoin, but Pepe is still holding strong, right? And that's also due to Ethereum, which is also, we've seen recently the ETH ETF, and we've seen also recently the Sol ETF, which we're gonna get to, right? Which is important because there are some meme coins we're gonna be adding here. Now the first coin is Pepe, right? Pepe, we all know here can do a 10x, right? From here, right? So now it's at 5 billion, right? It could go to that 50 billion. Still a 10x on Pepe is still something we can pull up here, right? Now the most important is to understand, right? When you're looking for top meme coins, you want to look for strength, you want to look for what's the most likely, right? That's why, right, when I see people talking about dog, we've had Bread Base, Floki, Bonk, right? These guys here all are gonna do a 10x. It's just a matter of what you want to buy, right? Of what you believe in, which is very important. You need to have a thesis why you believe into something, right? So we can say that Pepe gonna do a 10x, right? Maybe Brett is gonna do another 10x. Dog we've had also, right, at 2 billion can do a 10x. Bonk as well. Floki, it doesn't matter if you are already allocated on one of these. It doesn't mean you need to have Pepe and Bonk or Pepe and Floki and Pepe and Brett. They're all kind of like top meme coins in the billions, which just makes no sense to be accumulating all of them. Now you could still do like 2, maybe at best, right? 2 meme coins that are likely to do a 10x. Maybe a dog we've had like a 1 on ETH and 1 on Sol, and then we're set, right? As ETH and Sol now have ETS and gonna be the strongest, right? So it just makes sense to have these, right? In even Book of Meme, which now showed a lot of strength recently, bouncing also with that news of Solana ETF coming up, right? Now these are pretty simple. This is when it gets simple and easy, and just like we can see it happening, right? We can see that these coins here are the strongest, and this landscape that we see here today with the top meme coins is not gonna change much. Nobody's gonna come in and take out Pepe or take out Dog we've had or take out Breton Base now. Maybe Toshi could do, like Breton Base is still kind of like a controversial matter, but like let's say Floki, which is an old meme coin, slowly steadily gaining. Our BONK or Book of Meme, these are very established by now as top meme coins, right? Now the further down we go, the more challenging it gets. Now recently we've seen BONK Coin, right? So BONK Coin is one of those real memeable, relatable meme coins on Ethereum, which is very important, and that's why we're seeing it pumping recently, right? So I've shared this with you in the previous video when I said now MOG is showing now some strength pumping and all that, like following Turbo as well, which seems that massive run and then a sell-off, right? They all do that, right? But they all are in the same category. What category is this? Mid-cap ones, right? This one we call it the mid-cap, or even now with MOG Coin at $600 million in its market cap, now it's in the top, right? Why is that? Now it's at $600 million in its market cap. If you want to do a 10x, it needs to go to 6 billion. So now we're talking like, all right, so I'm gonna risk for a 10x, I'm gonna risk this thing going back down here, pulling me down 70%, right? Like if I put $1,000, I'll lose $700. I'll be here with $300 for a possible 10x from my entry, right? So mid-cap coins are way more risky than top meme coins like the top one here, or even the low cap ones. The low cap ones are actually the least risky. Controversially, like people are thinking they're the most risky if you are doing the challenges. If you are doing the challenges and trying to flip the market, right? Trying to outsmart the market, then they are challenging, right? Because you are selling for a mere 2x or something to jump onto the next one, and sooner or later you find yourself into a rug. That's why they're risky. But when it comes to investment wise, they are the least risky. The most risky is the mid caps. The mid caps, because that's when we are into this kind of MOG situation where it's a coin that is now at 600 million. It's considered a top market cap coin, and it could still do a 10x, right? To go to 6 billion, which means where Pepe is at right now, right? It needs to go to here and possibly on its way flip other coins. Right now it's right below Book of Meme, right? And then it's gonna be faced with BONK and Floki, right? So it still could happen. It's just that I'm laying out the risk. If this goes down, right, 70% or 60% and goes here, then we can say, okay, this is a mid cap that is at a right time right now. It's gonna be at 200 million, maybe 100 million, right? That could do a 20x or 40x. Then we're talking. So MOG coin in today's prices is just a 10x, but if it goes down to 200 million, then it's a 20 to 40x, right? So that's how we see those mid cap. When they go down, that's when they become more appealing, as their risk to reward becomes way much better. But so far now, here we can put MOG coin at 10x, maybe 15x at best, but the risk, as I said, is still high. As now the hype is there, it could still go to that 700 and then down. And we've seen this over and over and over. If you're new here, this happens all the time. We've seen this now recently with Dog Ruins. We've seen Book of Meme. We've seen it even with Brett. It goes to 800, then down to 200. We've seen it recently with Turbo, right? Turbo went to 600, then down to 200. It happens over and over. Now, look at that. Now we have a Turbo, right? So Turbo recently went to 600, then down to 200. Now Turbo is appealing, right? So if we come back here, now Turbo at 600 was a 10x coin because it could go to 6 billion, let's say, right? Which is a stretch, a bit of a stretch, but let's say we give it all the possible bullish cases. When it was at 600 million, it goes to 6 billion, it's a 10x. But now that it's down, right, 280 million, or if you get into it at 200 million, right, now you're looking at a 20x, right? If it goes to 4 billion, then it's a 20x. Now we're talking mid caps that could be very interesting, that have better risk to reward, right? Even though I still like it more at 200 million, now it's at 280 million. Now here we have another coin that is pretty decent with a strong community, and we've seen it moving a lot of stuff that shows that they mean business, that shows that they want to stay, which is very important. That's one thing that you really want to be looking for. Is your coin or your meme coin gonna stay around until we get that massive push up from Bitcoin, and we're finally gonna have the last push up in the frenzy and hypermania and alt season? Is your meme coin gonna be there when this happens? Because most of them are not, right? Especially if you're doing the Solana game. That's very important. So we know from the effort that I've seen, and I've been looking at this Apu, right, doing, it seems pretty all right for a meme coin in this mid cap range, right? Mid cap range at 150 million. Now from here it needs to go to 1.5 billion dollars in its market cap to do a 10x, or it needs to go to 3 billion to do a 20x. If Apple goes just to that 100 million or below, below. That's what I will be very interested. And let's say we get into it at around 100 million. Now, how much can we expect from Apple, right? So Apple is this little Pepe, froggy, funny cutie, right? So if it goes to 100 million and then we get in and it goes to 4 billion, then we have a 40x on it, right? That's going to be more important, right? More interesting. Or if it goes to 2 billion, then we have a 20x. And that's how we play this mid-cap game, right? We also have Andy, right? Which is at $163 million in its market cap, right? This is also a Pepeverse, and this is one of those bullish narratives of this cycle, right? If you've been following my channel, you know by now that Pepe, right? And the Boys Club, and also Pepe-related coins like this other Pepe coin here, right? Or Apple, which is also related to Pepe, or there are gonna be more coins in the future like Pepe 2, Pepe 3, Pepe, brown Pepe, the red Pepe, and all that stuff, Chinese Pepe we've seen recently, right? We've seen all those. They're gonna be more, but the ones that we can be right kind of sure about is the Boys Club. Why? Because we've already seen a Brett, which is a Boys Club related to Pepe, going to 1 billion, which is kind of like now set it in stone as Pepeverse is gonna be the biggest narrative following Pepe, right? So Andy is a mid-cap coin right now at $163 million in its market cap, right? So let's say you got in at 100, where it's gonna be way more appealing, right? At around 100. This could, right, easily go to a billion, 2 billion from 100 million, right? Which is gonna make it a 20x as well, right? But then when we go to the low market cap coins, that's where most of the gains are gonna be made. That's what it's gonna be very appealing, and that's what I'm looking at right now, right? Because I'm already allocated to these meme coins, right? Like Pepe, Dog we've had, Floki, Bonk, Book of Meme. Like I've already accumulated these coins, and especially Pepe is one of my big backs, right? I'm already covered when it comes to these top meme coins. So also when it comes to the mid caps, I'm already covered, right? But when it comes to meme coins, when people come and search for meme coins and want to find meme coins, what they really truly mean by that is they're looking for those 100x's, 200x's, and all that stuff. Well, that's what most people look for, basically. And when people fail at doing that, they try to go for these 1 to 1000 soul challenges and all that stuff that leads to nowhere, right? But the real challenge, the real way to make real gains in this market is to find low cap gems that are gonna actually do the 1000x, right? This is much more easier than trying to do this flipping game, right? And so that's why we look for those low market cap coins, especially below $10 million in their market cap, and especially those that are related to the Pepeverse that are on ETH, because by far we've seen ETH is the strongest chain with less glitchiness and less spaghettiness happening, right? And we're still early in the cycle where we can still find those low market cap ones, right? So today, one of the most undervalued Boys Club Pepeverse narrative coins is Brett ETH, right? Just like Andy ETH, just like Brett Base, just like Pepe coin, just like Pepe, just like other Pepeverse coins, but at a lower market cap. And most importantly, very important when it comes to low market cap coins and especially mid cap coins as well, is will this coin stay around? That's the most important, because if it stays around, we are pretty sure that this is gonna run to that 1 billion, 2 billion in the bull market, right? And how do we know that? We go to their Twitter page. Are their social growing, right? Are their holders growing, right? So holders and socials growing, everything is growing. The team is still grinding. They're still pushing forward. The biggest community, one of the strongest, trending on exchanges, right? At a low market cap, this is by far one of the most undervalued coins right now. That is on my list right now, right? And that I am holding, and that I'm gonna keep holding until I see this in the billions, because this is a 500x or more kind of coin, right? At $2 million in its market cap, if it goes to 1 billion, that's 500x from here. And if it goes to 2 billion, that's 1000x from here. If you've been tuning into my Twitter spaces, I always say Brett on ETH is inevitable, and this is happening. This is going to 1 billion or more. This is one of the most bullish coins. At $2 million in its market cap, it's going to 1 billion, right? That's why here today, right? Even though I have here 100x plus, but this is an at least 500x, right? At least, right? At least a 500x on this one is one of the most undervalued meme coins on ETH, Pepeverse coins out there right now. And for those asking, I will leave you the link in the description. For those low market cap coins, it's pretty hard to find them straight away on CoinMarketCap, so I'll leave you the links, right? Because there are many that are trying to copy, many trying to grift, many trying to ride the trend or the hype, and those people are, we know them, they are not gonna stay around, they're just here for the quick buck, but we know this team is here for the long term. Now, the second one that is very close to this one and that is missing, like when you go to CoinMarketCap, we have Bretts, we have Andys, we have Low Wolves, we have Bird Dogs, but we don't have a Dork Lord, the missing link, right? So recently I've shared with you this Dork Lord at 500k in its market cap. Now it went to up to 3 million, now down to 1 million, but it's one and only meme coin Dark Lord on each, which is very important, and the ticker is Dorky, which is very important as well. As we've seen these previous ones, they all do like Dork L or L Dork or something like very bad. Now Dorky sounds like Andy, sounds like Brad, sounds like Pepe. It's close to it, right? Very smart move from the team, and the team is still working, still doing their thing. I do trust these guys here more when it comes to Dark Lord, because I'm personally looking for a Dark Lord and to complete that circle of Andys and Bretts and Wolves and all that stuff. And these guys here are the lowest market cap coin out there. And if we go as well to their Twitter page, right, still active, still growing, 635, slowly going, slowly getting there. They're getting listed, which gives me more confidence, right? Because this been around now for more like than 3 weeks now, and it's still there, right? There were other Dark Lords that didn't survive more than a day, and this one is still here with us today. Like this one by far is the top right now. So this one also is at only $1 million in its market cap, right? Which is a derivative. Like Dark Lord is still not as known as Brett or Pepe, but it's still a derivative. It looks like Pepe, people know it, like people that know it already know about it, and they're more likely to tell their friends about it, that there is this one that looks like Pepe, it's like an evil Pepe or whatever, and it's more likely, right? And that's what's gonna push it in the bull market, right? That's what we're waiting for. This is not like your tomorrow pump. This is not like I flip 1 to 1,000, right? Because this is never gonna happen, right? Just so you know it, the sooner you know it, the better, because once the bull market is gonna happen and you're gonna be left swimming naked, it is gonna be too late, right? Most people forgot what bull markets are, and that is very concerning to see people doing this 1 to 1,000 sold because they forgot what the hypermania alt season really looks like, right? They think it's never gonna happen and trying to flip dimes over millions in this like downtrend market instead of trying to find the gems that are actually gonna run hard with the bull market. So that's what we're trying to do today with these low market cap coins. Now these are my most bullish low market cap coins that I'm holding right now. A 500x, and we have another 1000x here, or at least a 500x and another 300 to 500x here, right? These are still possible. These numbers are not going to be possible in the future when we're going to have a bull market, but now yes, we do have them when you see coins like these. Anyways guys, this is it, right? For these low market cap coins, I'm going to leave you the link in the description just so you don't get yourself caught on the wrong coin. And that's about it. We're going to be looking at these coins. Now we still have like obviously these top meme coins on their blockchain, which I'm going to cover in a different video, right? I want to really make a different video where I will be talking only about blockchain meme coins, right? Because there is a lot of concern here, but I do think their time is not yet to come. I would say that mostly now we're looking at the Pepeverse and the Solana meme coins that are showing strength, right? And mostly now Pepeverse are the ones that are showing strength, as well as MOG and these on ETH. So we're gonna come back to other chains once ETH and Solana are done. We're gonna come back to these blockchain meme coins and other blockchains. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to join my Discord if you want a more in-depth, if you want to get in early on stuff, if you want an actual alpha group for free, you can join, link in the description. You can also follow me on Twitter. I do tweet often and I do share narratives and coins here and there that are happening. Anyways, hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching it till the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.